hip-hop being, it just was a term that started in the 70s, hip-hop. But black creativity expression through our music and our way of life started really like a juggernaut in this country because slaves were not allowed to express themselves verbally. So if it came out in our musicality, if it came out in our vocalization, and singing a song or a hymn or spiritual, if it came out in our dance, if it came out in our way of writing and art or whatever, our expression came across even that much more powerful. Vocalization, you know, people say rap, yeah, but understand it's vocalization. 4 elements are lined up with things that have always been creative expressions. Rap, vocalization. So if you say, is a comparison between Nas and Billie Holiday's Strange Fruit? Yes, there is. They're vocalizing. DJ Babu or Dilated Peoples and the Beat Junkies. Turntable musicianship. Is there a comparison with Art Tatum, the great pianist? Yes, there is. That's musicianship. When you talk about graffiti, we could go back to hieroglyphics, to graffiti artists who are all around the world expressing themselves with art. And in dance, of course, we can go into the day centuries ago. Alvin Ailey, breakdance of the wild style. There's those similarities. So this creativity has always been out there, highly expressive in a place where expression was suppressed. Okay? But look, survival in hip-hop, corporations, what has been sacrificed in these get-rich-or-die trying times. Okay? If hip-hop is so big as they say it is, and corporations will tell you, then I say, okay, name 50 women involved in hip-hop. Name 50 groups. It's easy for people to say, oh, Nicki Minaj and... All right, give me 3 women hip-hop groups from the last 10 years. Groups. One song, last 10 years. Y'all name a group that started in 1985, before y'all was born. And Salt-N-Pepa does not count. Although they did a reality show back when y'all was in high school. Who? See, okay, before we go into hip-hop trivia, I'll just say it as a point. All right, here, we've seen the disappearance of groups. Name 5 hip-hop groups for the last 10 years. Groups. Huh?
Boys to Men.
Use a funny. I appreciate that action. That's why I told you not even to cut off your phone. Somebody got to look for a joke once or two. You can't just be stiff like that. 5 minutes to go before the buzzer. So geography and history is a must perspective, and a low percentage of Americans, when you want to talk about the rest of the world, have a passport. I'm talking to a group of collegians here in Tallahassee and Florida. How many of y'all got a passport? Now, when I did this 10 years ago, right, 25% of collegians had a passport. The other ones were trying to get a passport because they wanted to go to P. Diddy's party in Cancun. Cabo or something. But you know, when George Bush was president, 25% of all Americans had a passport. Before he took presidency, 18% of Americans had a passport. 70% of your Congress had passports. Now, it ain't easy to get one now, but they ain't trying to give a passport away too easy. If you ain't got a passport, you got rims on your car, just consider your priorities. All right? Everybody I talk to in the college should be able to get a passport. You black, definitely get one. Try to get one. Just represent your family. I don't care if you go nowhere. Just say, you know, I got it. Easy thing to do. Just have one. Therefore, that steps you automatically into a realm of being open-minded to understand that the United States is a part of the world and not arrogantly hovering above it. And about one of the, I think, the greatest role model of this time. You can't front. I don't care how many conspiracy theorists come up with it. Cats come up with Illuminati, skull and bones, and all the shit they don't know about because somebody else told them. But I mean, straight up and straight, pound for pound, you're not getting better than President Barack Obama. I'm sorry. I'm just, and cats that come to me and they talk, I look straight at them and I go, you know what I say simply? Okay, true. What the fuck have you done? Sitting in my living room with a goddamn beer can, get the fly out of my house. Talk about Barack Obama. What? Oh, I didn't want to fight you, Chuck. I just want to say not to say that the president is going to come up with answers for black folks. Understand, if we're smart enough, we're going to know that there's a role model that we got to figure out. Like what I do, let me tell you, I'm a year older than, this is the first time I've ever been older than the president. I'll be like saying, when I'm tired, my daughter knows, there's been plenty of days I'm tired, I'll be like, damn, I know Barack Obama tired. Yo, what up? Yo, this is, dog, you don't even hang with us no more. He just got rid of that a long time. He was just like, I got to catch up with you like 8 years after the presidency thing is over. If he tired, it ain't no excuse for nobody to be tired. I mean, if he not tired, or if he trying not to be tired, that was his inspiration. Whether I follow his policies or not, I have to say, this is a black man, and this is the job he asked for. So obviously, he trying to climb a mountain on roller skates. But you know what? I gotta look at myself and say, man, there ain't no excuse for me not to be 100% of what I got to be. No excuse. If I'm sitting in the class and I'm saying my GPA is C, or 1.9, or even 2.8, you got to think about the president and say, you know what, man, I got to step my shit up, man. For real. I just got to do that. You ain't got to be like, oh, that's your best way to honor the struggle and the progress of people that came before you. We can't get into the rhetoric of I came up with cats around me would talk about, I ain't doing none of that picking shit. We pick cotton. And I had to turn around and tell them, you ain't pick shit. Your people pick, our people pick shit. You ain't did a damn thing. Laying up in my damn house. Talking about you waiting for a job. Come on, man. This job market is not going to hit no one in the head. A recession for America means depression for black. So if you happen to be in a college, and you happen to be in a good college at that, you got to turn into Superman now. For real. I mean, you can always go to the party and fake it till you make it. But you know what? You're going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people who ain't got your, they might have your talent, but they ain't building their skill. And you happen to be in college to take your talent and manifest it into a skill. It's the only thing that's thing. And you know what? The skill ain't just what you're taking in class. Your skill is just basically how y'all relating with each other. How you getting a read on society. If you don't get that when you come in, man, it's all in vain, man. Your 4 years that you're paying for. Get your money's worth. I mean, as I said, in the street sense, get your money's worth, dog, at least. Don't spend money for the blue Lambo and come up with a Ford Fairlane hoopty on your GPA. And that's where we at. So if I had to just talk about the music, thin line between style and stupid. Y'all know that. You don't need nobody to tell you that. Constant elevation is the thing that does it. Constant elevation. Schools always talk about constant elevation. You ain't where you're going to be as a senior where you was as a freshman. We could do the same thing in food sometimes, just because you started out in Popeyes, after a while you're like, I can't eat that shit. It's killing me. Y'all even start as students. You'd be like, when you're a freshman, you jumping in McDonald's and Chili's and whatever. Right? And after a while, as a senior, you'd be like, I don't like none of that. I can't afford that good food, because you go into Whole Foods or something like that, man, you become out there broke. Split you in half. When they ask me about President Obama, I tell them real quick. I said, good man, bad government. But he knew that coming in. Good man, bad government. Been a bad government as far as us as a people for a very long time. So we just got to be wise. Recession means what? When you open your head up to the rest of the world, in these 3 to 4 minutes remaining before Q&A, you would know and you would recognize that dollar you're trying to get is crumbling like saltines. Trust me, I've been to 22 countries in the last 4 months. The dollar kicked my ass weighing it against the euro, going up against the Australian dollar, which has now surpassed the American dollar. The Canadian dollar fluctuates up and down. Why do you think Drake happy? We ain't talk about the yen. It's 7 to 2 right now in South Africa with the rand. It comes from Krugerrand. You know.